I've read and I've heard that um, to start off learning how to play guitar, your best bet is to start off on an acoustic, because with an acoustic, the strings are harder to push down on. They're not any thicker than electric, but maybe they are. I don't know. When you push down on the strings on an acoustic, it really does hurt your fingertips. So if you want to, when you first start out and you really want to get your fingertips worked in and the calluses going, start off on an acoustic. On an acoustic, you make a mistake and you cannot hide. On an electric with distortion, you can kind of hide behind the distortion if you make a mistake, and you can make it sound good. But on an acoustic, there's no hiding. But when I first started, it was on a guitar that looked identical to a Gibson Les Paul, but the brand was Targa, and I got it Christmas of 1987, so basically a week later, January, New Year. January of 1988 is when I started, so 30 years ago. When I first started, obviously, you don't know what the hell you're doing, so my parents got me a book. When I had one small book called The Incredible Chord Finder, and I think it had like 1,115 chords. I learned your basic chords. And I had this other book called The Complete Guitarist, which I'm trying to actually look for online and get another copy of it. My wife says we do have the book somewhere in the apartment. I don't know where the hell it is. But when you first start out, you need to start with your basic chords. Well, why are you calling them basic chords? Why aren't they just chords? Because there's two kinds of chords. There's basic chords, go in order, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Bar chords are these. So that's a G also, where your finger is on the 3rd fret, 6th string, 5th fret, 5th fret, 5th string is a bar chord, but you're actually supposed to play it with your Peter pointer on the 3rd fret, 6th string, ring finger, 5th fret, 5th string, your pinky on the 5th fret, 5th string, then your middle finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and you're supposed to lay your Peter pointer across all the strings and play out a. So you're hitting all the strings. That's a bar chord G. I've seen some guitar players cheating and doing this, where they don't bar it. They take their Peter pointer and they put it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and go. So A is also up here. A. B. Where's B? Honestly, I don't know where the other B is. Well, it's not hard to figure. Okay, this is a B. Maybe there isn't another B. I don't know. You see what I mean? See, I'm still, there's still room to learn. I just know that's a B. Where's B up here? Yeah, B. Okay, duh. B's up here. So B, B, C, C, A, B, C, D, 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 E, 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 F. I don't know where the other F is, and I don't give a shit. G, G. So all the standard chords, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You've got all bar chords. G, A, B, C, D, E, A. I've seen on a lot of apps, people are saying, well, I'm having troubles switching chords. I'm like, in the beginning you will. It's going to take you, say, if you start counting 1, 2, like in seconds, how many seconds or how long it takes you to form a chord when you first start. Okay, to G, you put your middle finger here, then you put your Peter pointer here, then you put your ring finger here, then you put your pinky here, strum. How long did that take me? Like 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, now I want to play a C. Okay, so I put my ring finger here, I put my pinky here, I put my middle finger here, and then I put my Peter pointer there. C. How long did that take me? Another, like, what, 10 seconds? Once you get the hang of your chords, you're going to be able to, without even thinking about it. So, if you're first starting out, it is going to take you quite a while, 10, 15, 20 seconds, to actually get your fingers in the right position, strum the chord out. Then pick the next chord, put your fingers in the right position, strum the chord out. Once you start getting the hang of it, you're going to be able to switch between chords in a matter of, like, not even a second, like half a second. I remember way back when I was a teenager in 1988-89 thinking to myself, my God, this is hard to do. How come I can't get between the G and the D chord? It takes practice. First, you're going to have to learn how to form the chord, get the hang of that, strum it out, get the next chord, strum it out, take the next chord, strum it out. Once I got all my chords down, I don't remember being offered guitar lessons. I'm not saying my parents said, well, we don't care and we're not going to support you. No, they totally did support me with my guitar playing and my learning. But when it comes to lessons, I can't remember if they offered to pay for lessons or send me to lessons. But looking back on it, I think I probably would have said no. Because I would much rather pick up my guitar, put on a tape or CD back then, put on a tape or CD, and just jam along with what I'm hearing. You know? That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to sit down with a guitar teacher and be taught what to do, because I figured, hey, I just learned all the standard chords. I know where the bar chords are, and bar chords are also called power chords. I know where all the power chords are. Now I can start jamming along with tapes and CDs and the bands I'm listening to. I didn't want to sit down and someone say, okay, no. I've got them written down somewhere, like the proper names of these damn things, because I still don't. Okay, here. Apparently there's a scale called the Mixolydian, the Dorian, and the minor pentatonic. Oh, Jeremy, can you teach me the minor pentatonic? Nope. Well, that's not nice. I don't know it. I didn't bother learning it. Back then, in the late 80s, early 90s, I literally didn't give a shit. My buddies were coming to school, and they were saying, oh, I learned how to play this song or this song. I'm like, oh, cool, how'd you learn that? Playing by ear? Well, no, it's in the minor pentatonic scale. I'm thinking, oh, God, all that theory crap again. I didn't give a shit. So, I don't know scales. I absolutely do not know scales. And I know that helps with soloing. there was a TV show a long time ago on television. I don't know what it's called or what channel it was on, but it was like guitar lessons on TV. And the only thing I remember from that damn show was this guy going, right? And he was moving his fingers. Then I got thinking, why even move your Peter Pointer back and forth? Why not just bar the two strings and go? So back then, people didn't have to tell me, oh, to do this, you do this, to do this, you do that. For me, it was just experimenting, screwing around, and figuring out on my own. Literally, nobody taught me how to finger hammer, like tap, like finger tapping, hammer on, pull-offs, all that shit. I just naturally figured it out on my own. What happened? I figured it out on my own. No one had to show me that. No one had to tell me where to put my fingers. It was just kind of, and I remember there was many days and nights just literally sitting on or lying on my bed. If I was lying on my bed, I would just have my guitar resting on my lap. Lying on my bed, resting on my bed, whether I was in distortion or clean, and just messing around and, well, okay, that sounds like that, 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 that sounds like that. And then messing around with the power chords and moving around, all of a sudden, all these bloody... I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like this. I was just told recently that I'm playing Rolling Stones' Jumpin' Jack Flash wrong. But what I'm proud of is that even though I was playing it wrong, they still could understand what it is that I was playing. It's not like me saying, oh, I'm going to play, I'll do a real simple one. I'm going to play Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Okay, that doesn't sound anything like Teen Spirit. No, I may be doing this wrong, but I think that's how it's played, because that's how I heard it. Now, if I, like, again, if I were to tell you, this smells like Teen Spirit, that doesn't sound remotely close to Teen Spirit. What the hell is that? Oh, this is Teen Spirit. Now someone's going to say, yeah, that does sound... Or the main chords in Sweet Child O' Mine. I never read... Well, I read the tablature for the opening. I never read the tab for the main riff while Axl's singing, but it's... It's that. And the opening riff is... Shut up. I had to read the tab. It's... Please don't ask me what frets I just read the tab, and I really don't feel like explaining each fret, each string. That's another problem I'm running into. Someone will say, well, how do you play that song? Oh, it's easy. You just play it up here and you move your fingers here. Oh, okay, well, what strings, what frets? Oh, don't make me explain everything. That's going to take forever. Sweet Child O' Mine. I even think there's more bluesy in it, so I'll move it up to the neck pickup. And see, if I think about it, I can't do it. But if I just let my fingers go naturally, it comes out. Quite a few years ago, when Roadrunner Records put out a compilation album of all their signed artists, came up and wrote songs. Jeff Waters of Annihilator played on a song, and he played a solo. And as he's soloing, Rob Flynn from Machine Head said, "Oh, dude, like, I can't do that. My brain goes foggy when I watch you do that. I can't do solos." And Jeff said, "You know what? If I actually think about it, I screw up. If I just shut my brain off and don't think about it and just go, do it naturally, that's when it comes out." And it's the same thing with me. If I think about it, if I'm thinking about what I'm doing, I can't do it. But if I do it naturally, it comes out. See right there when I made the mistake? I started thinking about it. I don't know what the difference is. When I think about it, I can't do it. I would love to do like clinics or seminars, not as a professional teaching guitar, but I guess sort of teaching guitar. Like, I can sit down with a room full of kids or people who are just starting out saying, "I've never picked up a guitar in my life. What do I do?" Very simple. Got your guitar? Yeah. Okay. Put your middle finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string. Okay. Put your Peter pointer on the 2nd fret, 5th string. Put your ring finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and put your middle finger, or your Peter pointer, Jesus, Jeremy, learn your fingers. Your pinky finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. Strum it out. That's your G. Oh, you can either strum it out or pick it. Now, take your hand off, put your pinky finger, Jesus, Murphy, you're like, seriously, learn your fingers. Your Peter pointer on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. There's your D. And to make it cool, you can add your pinky to the underneath your ring finger. C is your ring finger, 3rd fret, 5th string. Your middle finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. I think I said 4th string. 3rd fret, 5th string. 4th string, 2nd fret, and 1st fret, 2nd string. C. But properly, it's actually ring finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, your pinky on the 3rd string, 5th fret, and then the rest is the same, and that's the proper C. You can cheat and go. You don't have to use the sixth if you don't want to. So I could sit down with people and teach them their basic chords. Once they got their basic chords and their bar chords learned, then I can say, okay, now that you got all those learned, what do you want to learn how to play? I don't even know if I know how to play this correctly, because I've seen the correct way of playing it, and I'm like, that's not the way I do it. But smoke on the water. But I might be doing it correctly, but I'm actually forming the full bar chord, because this, right, is a G, which puts my ring finger and my pinky finger on the 5th fret of the 5th and 4th string, right? Right? And then, to do this, you can see where my two fingers are on the strings. It's the same ring finger and pinky finger down on the 3rd fret of the 3rd and 4th and 3rd string. So it's Oh. So you pay attention to where these two fingers are, and I think the proper way is you pluck with your other hand on the two middle strings, and it's played up. I can't even do it right. So I think that's the proper way of playing it, is instead of the bar chord, you're just using these two fingers on the frets and you're... That's the proper way of playing it. So there's another example of someone can say, oh, you're playing that wrong. It's not bar chords, it's just these two. But in the bar chord, if you take your Peter pointer off and just leave your ring finger and your pinky on those same strings, I think that's how he's playing it. So technically, I am playing it right. Just like "And Justice for All" is right? Or they're the same notes. So there are some songs where I'm playing it differently in a different position, but I'm still playing the same notes. But once you learn your standard chords and your bar chords, I do suggest, highly suggest, that you learn your standard chords, bar chords, and try to learn scales. I didn't. I just stuck with standard chords, bar chords, and went straight into playing along with tapes and CDs and playing with friends throughout the years that I had drum sets. So at an earlier age, I haven't played with a drummer in 10 years. The last time I played with a drummer was in 2008. Before that, I played with a drummer from 1996 until 1998. That's when I was in a band. I'm not going to talk about that band here on YouTube because we kind of went our separate ways on bad terms. Even though I've uploaded some of the songs onto YouTube on my channel, you can see that the band was called Shafted, but I'm not going to name the members because, like I said, we don't get along. We broke up on bad terms. My reasoning was I was playing guitar and singing at the same time. I am no singer, but we didn't know where we were in the songs. We didn't want to play a particular... I'm all unplugged now. I didn't want to play a particular riff 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Okay, well, when are we going to go to the riff change? I don't know, whenever you want to. Oh my God, you know what? Let me just come up with some lyrics and start singing so that as soon as I'm done a verse, oh, that's the end of the verse. Now it's into the chorus. That's why I started singing. But then when we started auditioning and applying for live events, which we never did, I'm like, ugh, I'm going to have to get up on stage and play my guitar and sing in front of 50 to a couple hundred people. I don't freaking think so. So I said, okay, let's look for a singer. We auditioned a lot of singers. I'm actually friends with one of those auditions on Facebook, so I'm not going to badmouth her because for me, she did a wonderful job. Her and I did a No Doubt song, I think Spiderwebs? I'd have to listen to the song again to figure. I know how to play it, I just forget how to right now. We did Spiderwebs, and I had a blast playing Spiderwebs with her. The other guys weren't happy with her, so it didn't work out and moved on. I didn't want to sing in front of a bunch of people, so I just kept saying, I'm not singing. I'm sorry, I'm not singing. And they got fed up with me saying I'm not singing, and I was kind of holding us back from playing live, doing shows. They got pissed off at me for holding them back, and they literally just said, okay, you know what? We've had enough of your crap. you're out. I got kicked out because I didn't want to sing. I was the primary songwriter. We have, I think there's 7 songs on that demo, or 6 songs on that demo. There's 2 songs I did not write. The one song, Coming Alive, and the other one, A Lifetime Away. I had a little bit of input on a couple of the bar chords that were used, but I think the drummer wrote them. We used to exchange instruments. The drummer would grab my guitar and start jamming. I would get back on his drums and start playing. And he came up with those 2 songs. The rest of the songs I wrote by myself in my apartment with a little 15-watt PV amp, this guitar, and wrote those songs. Music and lyrics. I would get to band practice. I'd say, okay, I came up with another song. Guitar player, okay, show me how to play it. Okay, this is how you play it. Show them how to play it. Then the drummer, I'm like, no, that's not what I really want done in the song. Fine. Okay, the other guitar player, you played the song on guitar. Jeremy, show me what you do on drums. I would get back on the drums. Okay, play. Okay, this is what I want you to do. As the other guitar player played the riff, I would start playing the drums. So the drummer knew what I had going on in my head, what to do in the song. So my wife likes to tease me and say that I've got an ego, I sound conceited. I'm musically inclined. I can write songs. And if I've got a riff that I'm working out on guitar, I've got a beat going on in my head. The only way that a drummer's going to know what that beat is if I show him. I can't just go boom, 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 boom. He's, the hell are you doing? Let me just show you physically instead of me going rumpet-dum and expect you to understand what rumpet-dum is. Well, the r is the double kick, and dum, I guess, is the snare. It is the snare, but I don't know how to verbally get out what I want the drums to do. I know how to physically show you. So I got back on the drums, and I physically showed them. It was in my head, and I got it out. I showed him. But I'm blamed for being conceited or ego. It's not really ego. It's not really conceited. It's just I know what to do. So let me show you what I want done because I have it in my head. Okay, I'm at 27 minutes now, so I'm going to go to 30 to make it a good half-hour video. But that's me musically. I'm not going to get into too much detail about school, but I didn't do very well in school. Really bad ADHD, wasn't able to pay attention. Again, I'm not going to get into detail about why I did poorly in school. It's just the fact that I did poorly in school. But family, mom and dad couldn't understand, well, you go to school and you don't do very well on your math test or your science test, but you come home and you play a song on your stereo and within 2 minutes you've got the song figured out. Yep. Musically inclined, it was very important to me. The fact that I went to school and did so poorly but then came home and could do this really well, it's like, it's kind of one of those things, I found my calling. Okay, I cannot add 56 plus 93 in my head as fast as you can. It would take me quite a while to figure that out in my head, but I can pick up my guitar and figure it out Metallica Master of Puppets or Creeping Death. Even though in previous videos I said, okay, some songs I figured out wrong, but it's one of those things where I've explained to you that I figured it out wrong, but I'm close enough where it's not like I can play something and someone says, that doesn't even sound remotely close to Metallica Seek and Destroy. I figured out how to play the song. I was a little bit off, but people still could say, oh, Metallica Seek and Destroy, right? Yep. And this is Creeping... What song is this? Creeping Death. Yep. What's this? Master of Puppets? Yep. I might be playing them slightly wrong, but you can still tell what the hell I'm playing. And that made me proud. So I stuck with it. I'm like, crap, I'm really good at music. And I ran with it. So, there, 30 minutes. I guess that's enough of me flapping my lips and talking. So, thank you if you stuck through the whole video. And in the future, I'm going to make some other blogs about playing guitar and what to do and crap like that.